Welcome to Go Gamers Today's Game News. Before we get started, click on subscribe and click on the bell button to get the notifications for our future videos. So if you have subscribed, let's start with the news. If not, click on the red button so that you won't miss any video that we upload. The first news is about Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 second and final slice of DLC, The Ringed City, is due in less than 2 weeks on March 28. If you are steering clear of heavy spoilers till then, know that the trailer that launched last month didn't give an inordinate amount away. The livestream Bandai Namco hosted yesterday is perhaps a happy medium as it explores snippets of the Souls series' ultimate outing single-player PvP and weaponry without running much of the surface. As you will spot below, that Twitch stream kicks off by showcasing a few of the add-ons new weapons, such as a huge SWAT team like shield which remind me of the juggernauts in Dark Souls 2's Undead Crypt, the Lothric banner which provides you and your allies with AoE protection, and the fire-infused Ringed Knight straight sword which looks wonderful. The Bandai Namco team explains these weapons worth in PvP before showing off 2 new areas, the Dragon Shrine which looks like Arc Dragon Peak, and the Grand Roof which is situated atop Lothric Castle. Most interestingly, matchmaking will now let friends band together in PvP against the random team allocation system that's currently in place. Players will have access to these zones so long as they own either the Ringed City, the game season pass, or the previous Ashes of Ariandel DLC. This means you can try the new PvP arena from March 24. To watch the full video, click on the link in the description below. Moving on to next, in December, Shenmue mastermind Yu Suzuki promised prospective players new footage from the much anticipated third outing early in the new year. That's yet to be materialized. However, a series of developer report videos have surfaced which go behind the scene as developer WiseNet. The first shot of the series showcases a rock-hopping quick-time event which mirrors a similar scene in Shenmue 2. Later, a staffer is seen designing an event scene. The second shot shows off less in the way of tangible development. However, again shows off a member of the WiseNet team working through a QTE test play, whereby gamepad buttons flash up in random patterns on screen. To check both the videos, click on the link in the description below. Let's check the next news. More free DLC is coming to the over-the-top FPS Shadow Warrior 2 in the form of Bounty Hunt Part 1. A collection of 14 new missions with catchy names like Plague of the Bunny, Danger Zone on Mount Akuma, and my favorite, 50 Shades of Shade. The pack also includes a pair of new weapons, the Medusa Ray and the XGF-01 minigun, plus 4 new perks for Wang and the gang. The opening seconds of trailer indicate that the new mission will be available via a bounty board conveniently located in the middle of the Wang cave. After that, it collapses into an explosion of blood and bodies, demonic and human alike, under an onslaught of gunfire and slashing blades. About what would you expect from a game that lets you chainsaw cybernetic ninjas into pieces and then blow the chunks out of the air with a shotgun called the Boner? No, I'm not just making that up. Click the link in the description below to check the trailer. Let's check the next news. Ahead of its launch next month, both Fraser Brown and Tom have dived deep into Dawn of War 3's Elder Faction and multiplayer mode, respectively. We now know its system requirements, and we have heard its developer wax lyrical about how its unit and heroes will present themselves on the battlefield. But what about Relic Entertainment and Saga's post-launch plans? What can we expect from the Space Marines, Elder, Orcs, and beyond in the weeks and months which follow April 27? Relic's Phil Bowley tells us that we can expect expansions, and while nothing is set in stone just yet, the game director reckoned Dole's third outing could follow a similar path as its 2009 predecessor. Dawn of War 3 is due April 27, 2017. The video you can find by clicking on the link in the description below has the devs discussing the game environments, and you will also find a link in the description below which will show the most recent Master of War cinematic. Let's check the next news. Powerhoof's asymmetric dungeon roamer game Crawl has been in early access for so long I had actually forgotten it existed. First released into Steam's supported development initiative in August 2014, it woved with its multiplayer flair and intuitive catch-up mechanics, and now has overwhelmingly positive aggregate reviews on Steam. It's also now got a launch date that is April 11, 2017. Before we get to obligatory launch trailer, let's see what Powerhoof wants to say about this game. Crawl is a local multiplayer dungeon crawler where your friends control the monsters. It's bullet hell beat 'em up meets old school RPG. In an arcade party game for up to 4 players, one player is the hero, exploring a randomly generated dungeon full of traps and monsters, all controlled by the other players. If you slay the hero, you take their place and it's your turn to crawl. Then it's a race to gain enough XP and loot to reach the final battle, where it's all on one as the other players collectively control the hulking final boss. You can click on the link in the description below to check the launch trailer. Moving on to the next news. Crosshair has added yet another mechanical keyboard to its robust lineup. This one a 10 keyless plank, meaning it doesn't have a number pad, that trades data entry convenience for a compact design called the K63. It's also competitively affordable at $80 versus sometimes well north of $100 for some other name brands out there. The K63 keeps it mostly simple. It doesn't have any dedicated micro keys, with Crosshair choosing instead to plop a few media keys at both top corners of the keyboard. That's a cool gaming keyboard which is compact and affordable. Check the link in the description below for more information. Next one is about Smite Rivals. It's a free-to-play, cross-platform CCG with powerful echoes of Clash Royale. Although it differentiates itself in details, and the more I played the more significant they seemed. It was announced in January with a release expected somewhere later this year, but less than 3 months down the road, developers Hi-Rez Studios has confirmed that its development has been put on hold. Hi-Rez confirmed in their statement that we made a decision this week to put Smite Rivals on hold. While we are still excited by the general concept of Smite Rivals, it was clear after early testing that the game needs significant additional development before releasing. With Smite Tactics, our turn-based strategy game set in Smite universe performing well, we have decided to focus our energies on that for the time being. There is no word on when work on Smite Rivals might resume, but if you are feeling optimistic you can. For now, at least you can still sign up for the beta, or check the website smiterivals.com to get the more information about it. Let's check the next one. Since its arrival last October, Firaxis and 2K's game Civilization VI has launched a host of updates, a catalog of player-made mods, and its Australian Summer DLC, which sees the land down under enter the fold for the first time in the entire Civilization series. If you are yet to experience any of that, it's also now launched a free demo. Downloadable via Steam, players who do so will assume control of China's Qin Shi Huang and play out 60 turns in charge of the Red Dragon. World domination can be lived by way of the Crouching Tiger Cannon, a ranged gunpowder unit, and the Great Wall Improvement, where early game defense and gold transitions to culture and tourism. However, you should consult Civilization expert TJ Haffers to check how TJ summed up Civilization 6 in his review last year. Click on the link in the description below. CD Projekt Red has announced a Gwent Challenger tournament, a one-off competition organized in partnership with ESL that will pit 4 of the best players in the Gwent community against 4 battle-hardened pros for a share of a $100,000 prize pool. Gwent, the Witcher card game, was created because the Witcher community wanted it. CD Projekt Red co-founder Martin Iwinski said, "Now we are seeing more and more gamers wanting to play Gwent competitively, so here we are with a chance to play against some heavy hitters and a prize pool to spice things up." Registrations for the qualifying round are open now and will remain open until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 22nd. The top-ranked 256 players from Temeria Division and the top 256 from the Redania Division will be invited to take part in the first round, scheduled for April 8. 16 players from each time zone will advance to Day 2, and the top 2 players from each side will then square off against the pros. The first place winner will go home with an extra $60,000 in their pocket, while second place will get $20,000 and third and fourth place will get $10,000 each. You have to be at least 13 years of age to take part, and yes, you must also be in the closed beta. Check the link in the description below to register and for other details. Moving on to next. Bethesda has unveiled a new contender in the Quake Champions arena, and he's a big, brutish heavyweight by the name Scale Bearer. The complete reverse of the stealthy assassin Nyx, who was revealed last week. Scale Bearer is all about charging headlong into enemies and pounding them into submission. His description states, "This warlord of the marauding Greece plundered the technology of countless worlds to strengthen his armies. But defeat by a repulsive phase-shifting race led to his exile. Obsessed with vengeance, he discovered their power source, an ancient shrine holding a seething sphere of liquid within. When at last he slaughtered his guardians and entered, the sphere consumed him and he vanished." Scalebearer's special ability is also the polar opposite of Nyx. While Nyx uses Ghost Walk to pass by enemies unseen and untouched, his Bull Rush power lets him charge into enemies with so much force that they literally explode in a spray of blood and bone. Quake Champion will be free to play for those who would rather just skip all that. Or you can sign up for the closed beta at quake.bethesda.net. Link is in the description below. Let's check the next one, which is about Titanfall 2. In my opinion, Titanfall 2 was the best multiplayer shooter of 2016, while the player base can hardly rival the likes of Overwatch. Studio Respawn claims in a new community update that it's growing. Oh, and more free DLC is coming. The post reads, "Right now we are focused on the long-term future of Titanfall and we are excited about it. The core Titanfall team is working away on lots of cool stuff, whether that be DLC for Titanfall 2, action blocks and prototypes for future Titanfall projects, or other crazy science experiments. We are just getting started and we can't wait to take you, our community, along for this ride." In this post, they also mentioned that we could have done a better job at communicating the breadth of stuff we plan to release. This is something that we will get better at, and the studio remains committed to supporting Titanfall 2 with free content as well as new Prime Titans, store items, and more. A full update regarding the March DLC update will be published on March 23rd. As far as the communication improvement is concerned, the studio plans to start a Q&A video series, developer blogs, and more. The next one is about Turok 2. Since none of us ever had the chance to see real-life dinosaurs in the flesh, it is natural that we would want to shoot at them in video games. So it was nice that original Turok Remaster turned out well, and it's even better that its sequel Turok 2 Seeds of Evil has just appeared on Steam. The remaster boasts a new engine and as a result improved graphics. The system results are naturally not too demanding. The game is currently $14.99. Minimum requirement to run this game are operating system Windows 7 64-bit, processor Intel quad-core 1.7 GHz, graphics any graphic card that supports a minimum of OpenGL 3.2, storage 1 GB, sound card 100% DirectX compatible or onboard sound. As you can see, the system requirements are not so demanding, so anyone can easily play this game on their computer. Check the link in the description below to watch the launch trailer. That's all for today. If you like this video, let us know by clicking on like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click on subscribe for more similar videos. Thanks for watching and bye bye. Have a good day.